Robert Mugabe's son has just appeared in the Alexander Magistrates Court. Let's just pop you over there. His lawyers are speaking and listen in.
Would you understand that you don't have certain documents in your possession?
Yeah, there are quite a number of challenges today with regards to the proceedings. Firstly, there was a technical failure with the electricity. We weren't able to proceed, but be that as it may, yes, you are correct. There are still some documents that the prosecution needs to provide us with before we proceed with the bail application on our client's behalf.
How confident are you with this bail application?
Look, at this stage, we still need to consult with our client. We do not have a full set of facts before us before we take instructions, and I think that we'll be guided by that. So I don't want to preempt anything. We don't do that as lawyers. So yeah, we need to consult with our clients and take instructions.
So Ntanta, could you just confirm to us whether or not the delay is actually from the investigation side or from your side in terms of the accurate documentation and the right documentation that's needed from your client, especially Rueben Mugabe, regarding his legal status in the country?
All I will say is that we've been ready since last week, Monday. Of course, the prosecution has stated on record that they've experienced certain challenges with regards to obtaining certain documents, but we're ready from our side to proceed once the state is ready. And yeah, I think we'll just take it from there once we can consult with our client to bring a proper bail application forward.
In last week's appearance, one of the main bones of contention was exactly that, was to establish the status of Mr. Mugabe in the country. Is there any further information relating to that, Ntanta, that you've received, which might perhaps change the course of your bail application?
Not at this stage. I think we haven't been furnished any further particulars, but we will in due course be in receipt of the complete set of facts surrounding that particular issue so we can take instructions and then we can plot a way forward with our client.
And Ntanta, would you maybe just tell us a little bit about his well-being? There were issues in regards to his health. We did see him appearing today before the dock, looking a lot better from what we saw last week. Just talk to us a little bit about that.
Look, in addition to what I said last week, I haven't heard much else with regards to health or any concerns. It hasn't been brought to my attention, but things can. But at this stage, I have nothing to comment with regards to his health status because I'm not privy to any facts around his health.
Yeah, but how is he dealing in terms of being in court, in jail or in police custody? It's been a week since then as well, and now postponement until the 5th of March. Just his demeanor, if you will.
Look, my role in as far as this matter is concerned is to deal with the legal aspects of it. So we haven't really gone into that in as far as personal well-being and things of that nature. And I don't seem to see anything that suggests any dramatic change or drastic change from last week. So there's nothing I can comment with regards to that.
Psychological.
Do you know the status of the guy who was shot in this case? Do you know whether he's still in hospital or?
No, I have no idea, and I don't wish to comment on that either.
Psychological, how are they coping?
Psychologically, again, as I said earlier to your colleague, I don't really establish the facts with regards to their psychological state. I'm not an expert in that field, so I can't really comment or tell you how they're doing psychologically.
Do you know anything about the guy who's at the hospital that he's cooperating, he wants to drop the case against the two?
Nothing of that it has been brought to my attention, so no, I do not know about that. The prosecution certainly hasn't communicated that to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Michelle,
Hello, Chris.
Themselves, while the rest of us are left with nothing.
So, Tendai, what kind of lessons are there in for South Africa in the Zimbabwean experience?
The lessons for South Africa are for the people themselves of South Africa. Do not let this narrative of having fought for democracy, for independence, blind you to the looting and the mismanagement of those in power. That's the excuse that they always fall back on. They make you feel indebted to them, and it makes them feel entitled to everything. They say this, that we died, we sacrificed, we're thrown in prison for this country. So for them, it's now their property. They can do whatever they want with it. They actually see these countries as their own personal properties. taxpayers' money, which should be used to develop schools and roads and uplift people's lives, put medication in hospitals. They see that as their personal property, the entitlement. So it's for us, the people. We allowed this to reach this stage. From 1980 to 1990, we treated people like Mugabe as heroes. We literally worshipped the ground these people walked on. So we gave them that power. So for Mugabe to turn around and become the monster that he became, we created that monster. We cannot run away from that fact. If we had put him in place from day one and say, you are here to serve us, not to serve yourself and your family. You are there and we'll hold you accountable. And if you fail, we'll kick you out. That's what the South Africans should be doing right now. They shouldn't be looking at ANC and as these liberators, and we need to honor them for liberating us. Or else if we vote maybe for the DA, we are going back to apartheid. And we do no. Apartheid is gone. It's not coming back. There's no way it's going to come back. Focus on the future. Focus on your country. Don't let these people destroy your children's futures. Do not let these people destroy your own lives today. Hold them to account. Do not be shy to kick them out of office. Do not make them feel guilty for kicking them out of office. Get them out. If they're not performing, get them out. It's as simple as that. So South Africans need to learn that lesson and say there is no leader who's going to do the right thing on their own accord, no matter what country it is. I see it where you are in the UK. The Conservatives are out. Even before the Conservatives were out, there was this COVID controversy about Boris Johnson. He was kicked out, someone else came. So yes, that's how we should be doing things here in Zimbabwe and in South Africa. If a leader fails to deliver, if they do anything that you consider to be, untoward, get them out. Don't hesitate. Don't feel guilty. Don't make them feel guilty. Don't make them make you feel guilty about holding them to account. That's our job as citizens. That's why I do the things that I do. I write the stuff that I write. I don't hate those that are in power. I don't know them on a personal level. Why should I hate them? But I want to hold them to account. That's my role as a citizen. And it's not just my role. It's for the 15 million of us in Zimbabwe. That's our role. All those that are in power. South Africa, I think there are 49 million or something like that. All of you, each and every one of you, you have the responsibility to hold those that are in power accountable. Even if you are in the ANC, hold those that are in power accountable. As I gave the example of Boris Johnson, he was kicked out by his own conservative party members, comrades, whatever we call them, colleagues. Do the same. You say, we love ANC. This is the party of liberation. This is the party of democracy. So you guys, you are now going against the values of Albert Letuli and others who founded this party. What you are doing now is not what our fathers and mothers, our grandfathers fought for. So step aside. But sadly, we are seeing this Zimbabwean culture also, rearing its ugly head in South African politics. We saw that with Jacob Zuma. We are seeing it even today. It's shocking where we are taking this country. South Africa, beautiful country, well-developed country. And yet we want to take it the same path as Zimbabwe. It's unfortunate that most people, when they see South Africans themselves, they cannot believe or even imagine that country, sinking into poverty. But I need to remind them as a Zimbabwean, before 1980, Zimbabwe was one of the most developed countries in Africa. It was a jewel of Africa, as Julius Nyerere once called it. We are the best of everything. High standards of everything. Even our education, our schools, our industries were the biggest producers of nearly everything you could talk of. We produced nearly everything right here in this country. No one would have ever imagined that we would sink to this level that we have sunk today. But it happened. Here we are without a train. My son has never seen a passenger train. He destroyed National Railways of Zimbabwe. Gone. Zisco still nearby where I am right now, which used to be one of the biggest iron and steel makers on the continent. It's gone. It's closed, shut down. So it can happen to South Africa. It can easily happen to South Africa if they are not careful. So it's up to the people of South Africa to hold their leaders to account.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Please do comment, share, and also like the video. Comment respectively. I love you guys. Bless you and bless Zimbabwe. Bye for now.